Hello everyone and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today's video is going to be the first of my new series called How to Win on Build Battle. I will be playing the one on the Hive. This tutorial will be on the category cake and I will be showing you how to build the best cake that gave me a win with a lot more points than everyone else. I chose to do this series as in my city series I don't really show you how good I am at building, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity. So what you are going to want to grab is some orange concrete, white concrete and red concrete. I ended up grabbing another block, but you are not going to need it. This is what you need for pretty much the whole build, as it is quite simple. Start off by building an 11 by 11 square with your orange concrete. I didn't do this at the start, but you will see me adjust it later. As you can see, you will need to build this 2 blocks high. After you have done this, you will need to use your white concrete on the corner like this. Then leave a gap and place 2 white blocks and repeat this pattern all the way around the cake. Obviously it didn't quite work for me, but that was because I hadn't built an 11 by 11. It will work for you perfectly. As you can see, you need to put orange blocks where you left the gaps. Once this is done, take your white concrete and build the top of your cake as shown. We can't leave the top completely white. So what you will have to do is get your red concrete and start to make little cherries like this. Make sure they are complete squares and not rectangles. I toyed around using 2 by 2 squares and single red blocks until I got a nice pattern of cherries on top of the cake. You are almost finished. Now you have almost completed the build. Now what you want to make sure of is that you change the floor to something nice. I recommend oak planks, but you can use anything. After that was done, I still had some time left, so I grabbed some iron blocks so I could make a knife and fork. You want to make the handle of both quite long. Once again I toyed around with the fork, but I managed to get a nice shape. All you need to do is make sure the ends are at least 2 blocks long. With the knife, try and make the handle the same length. Then, miss a block from the top and place 4 blocks down the side, and there you have it. Now that the cake is finished, I am going to show you the voting phase and the end result. At first I gave this an okay, but I quickly changed to meh because I feel like they spent more time on the table and chair than the cake. This one I also gave okay because it was nice and square with icing. However, if I didn't know what it was supposed to be, I probably wouldn't know. I was quick to give this one an okay, but soon changed to good because it did look quite a bit like a cake and it has a bite taken from it, which I thought was cool. I gave this a good as it was similar to mine and I liked the icing. However, I wouldn't have used redstone and I think the base was a bit too dark. I was glad to see some love and great blocks. I also couldn't see any mares. Again, this was okay as I wouldn't really be able to tell what it was and there was more table than cake. This was actually really good. I really liked the cherry in the filling and overall it was just quite cool. I gave it an okay because it looked more like a cookie, but you can get cookie cakes. If there wasn't such thing it would have been a mare. Again okay, it was because it kind of looked a bit too polished. Almost like plastic and I think the cherries were just a bit too tall. This one was definitely a great because it was almost identical to the Minecraft cakes you can get in your hotbar when playing. Finally, this one I put good for as I loved how the icing dripped down the side and the only flaw really was the candles. Now it was time to see how many points I got in my stats. I got 35 points with 0 mares, which was brilliant. Obviously the points and stats you get are based on the players you are with, but I would say the cake we just made is a winner almost every time. Thanks so much for watching and come back next time to see the next build battle winning build. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and sub and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.